I would rather tell the world what I've done than what I'm going to do. There's enough people talking, just make the move and don't talk until it's time for the checkmate. Move in silence. One of the most underrated superpowers on earth is moving in silence, thinking in silence, caucusing in silence, meditating, praying, working on your craft, doing the dark work behind the scenes where nobody can see it, congratulate you or affirm you. I'm doing this thing not to be celebrated, not to be noticed, acknowledged, or supported. I'm doing this because if I don't, I'm not going to achieve what it is that I'm after. This is the power of moving in silence. If I'm going to move in silence, I've got to know how to plan in silence, think in silence, meditate and pray. Put the work in behind the scenes. Nobody can see it but me. Every rising star that you see, every innovator and trailblazer, creator, philanthropist, minister, business person, athlete, or entertainer, we see them at their height, but we don't see the work. You were not there when they cried, bled, sweat, almost quit, almost threw in the towel, and were left alone to continue the work, to pray, to believe, to think, to caucus, to plan it out, and then execute and come back and shock everybody. I'm not going to say a word until I win. I'm not posting about it. You don't need a trailer. I'm going to make an announcement that I won. Not that I'm working, but I won. Checkmate. There are seasons in life where we get to that need to be played and lived out like a chess game. Don't talk until it's time. A chess player does not talk until the time has come to the checkmate. Drop it in the chat, checkmate. Successful people have mastered the art of spending time alone. They understand the power and leverage points. When I get time with myself, get in my head, get in my heart, understand my behaviors, belief systems, parameters, and what I need to do and how I need to execute in the day. They understand it's a superpower, but everybody doesn't need to know what you're doing. This is why we have so many copycats, knockoffs, counterfeits, and frauds. You brought people along with you that were not in your inner circle throughout your process while you were building it, instead of just revealing it after it was already done. Understand your limitations. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where are you losing? Where are you winning? How do you need to change your beliefs to align with the correct behaviors? What type of behaviors, parameters, and values do you need to have established and hardwired within yourself? Who do I need to become to accomplish what it is I've been destined to do? When you spend that time alone, think, pray, meditate, and everyone's not in your mix, you're able to grow something that could leave a legacy and impact the lives of millions of people. They moved in silence. They thought alone. They prayed alone, just for a moment, just for a season. Nothing wrong with getting together with friends and family and having some corporate construct, but there is an unfair advantage when I can get alone with myself, talk to myself in the mirror and tell myself, self, you got stuff to do. Self, you have things to become. Self, there are ways you have to go about this, and you need to be flexible. You need to be agile. Is God first in my house or nothing else? We start to establish our values, understand ourselves, and what makes us tick. Everybody doesn't need to know all the moving parts, the pain, the tears, and the sacrifices you have made. If your dream only requires you, then it's not big enough. It starts with you, but it doesn't end with you. Your team is coming. Drop it in the comments. My team is coming, but it starts with me. My team is coming, but it starts with me. My team is coming, but it starts with me. Outro music.